Namaste, beautiful gods, goddesses, or emissaries of light. This is Dr. Tyann. And if you are new to my channel, please like, subscribe, and do not forget to hit that notification bell so you can be updated on my latest and my current videos. Welcome, 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 everybody. I have some news for you. Alright, this is a karmic versus divine feminine. I have never done a reading like this ever before. But, yeah. This is about karmic guides versus divine feminine guides. Divine feminine guides stepped in. So now the guides are kind of like into it. Let me explain something for you guys. Guides are not angels. They're below the angels, and they are not all the way evolved. That's the reason why they are guides. That is like the first level of, ranking yourself up to become an angel before you get your angel wings. You don't just die and go to heaven and get your angel wings, okay? That's a myth. Guides could be someone that has passed on. They could be an ancestor, okay? Or they don't even have to be a part of your, spiritual family or your family lineage on the earth. They can be somebody that's part of your soul group that has been used to working with you, that have incarnated with you, who knows you very well. But trust me, they are assigned to you according to your traits, your characteristics, and your different aspects. And let me also go ahead and say that some guides could be various aspects of your past lives. We are multidimensional beings. So we are both past, present, and future. We are happening simultaneously. Everything is happening simultaneously at the same time. So really, there is no such thing as past lives. It's really, in between lives. Because we really are living out those realities simultaneously. Because time is an illusion, and it's only a man construct. No other beings or entities or universes are factored by such thing called time. So I just felt like it was just important for me to just break that caveat down to you so you can understand why the guides are now stepping in, and now the karmic guides and the divine feminine guides are now at cahoots with one another. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this. I call in air, fire, water, earth, spirit, and ether. I also call upon the highest of the high, which is Yad-He-Vahe, who will be able to give me the information that is necessary for this beautiful reading in all directions, time and space, past, present, and future, and so it is. Okay, what is this reading without calling in the 6 elements? We need to have that supernatural information that is hidden from this visible realm. And with that being said, let's go ahead and start off with the karmic's energy. Spirit, give us the energy of the karmic. Hold on, you guys. While I unbox this. Make sure I didn't leave any cards in here that are of vital importance. And no, I did not. I did pretty good. Alright, we are about to get into this. I really feel like, you guys, I am an intuitive. I really do not need tarot cards. I have the tarot cards for you. I am channeling from the moment that I call in the elements. I'm actually channeled before I called in the elements, but I just call in the elements so I can get more of an accurate reading. Alright? And what is a reading without spirit? I have never done a reading without spirit, so I don't know. I can't answer that. However, I get downloads sometimes before I come on and do the readings for the collective. And I just want to make sure that I shuffle this deck real good because we are talking about a third party energy. And I just want to make sure that it's just as accurate as a personal reading, even though this is not a personal reading, but this could be someone's personal reading almost. Okay, notice I said almost. If you are looking for something a little bit more tailored to your situation and your specific circumstances, please Go through my description box, and as you're intuitively guided, please choose, if you are an existing client, something that is suitable for you. And if you are a new client, schedule a consultation or an energy read for me, whichever one is convenient for you. You will pay either $100 for a consultation for the first time, and I will be able to tell you what you need, or you can do an energetic read, and I'll just send it to you on an audio clip, and I'll suggest what you need from there based off of the birthday, your full birthday, your full name, etc. All right, so karmic energy right now. The karmic is very sad. This is the current energy of the karmic, okay? Do you see this? This is like a withered flower. Whatever was watering has become stagnant and is no longer growing between her and divine masculine, period, point blank. And she's very sad by that. I feel like a lot of the karmics have been doing voodoo to trap and to bind the divine masculine. And this is the reason why the guides step in, because now the karmic is infringing upon free will. Okay? Please take what resonates, but their sunny days are over, and they know it. Their time is over. All right. Some of these karmics have been married to your divine masculine, or are still married to your divine masculine. You're dealing with someone who has like a child with them, or they may have children with them, plural. Okay. Please take what resonates. If they're not married, they have some type of connection, and they have some type of bond that ended. This is confirmation. And so the karmic is feeling sad and upset, and she's trying to use the kids as pawns, and, you know, using binding spells to keep, I'm sorry, you guys, some of the stuff is here from a ritual I just did. Anyway, trying to keep him bound and trying to keep him stuck, confused energy, using binding spells, domination spells to turn divine masculine into her love slave. And so divine masculine is stuck in confused energy right now, because of the karmic's BS, right? And we'll get to the guys and what their roles is and why they stepped in, because they are sick and tired of, you know, the karmic's mess. And the karmic guys are trying to defend the karmic and say that she's just playing out a soul contract, and it's divine masculine's fault. He needs to become stronger in his faith. He needs to be, you know, the one to put an end to all of this. And divine masculine's guides have not yet came in. They're just basically observing divine feminine guides, and the karmic guides argue back and forth. That is what is going on currently right now in the collective. The karmic is really bored with divine masculine. She's really not into him, but because of ego, he or she, because remember, karmics can be, you know, both male or female. They're trying to keep the divine masculine, your divine masculine, stuck. Period. They feel like they have entitlement, like they're entitled to this person. Some of these karmics have spent many, many years, and even a lifetime, over 20 plus years. And this is not for all of you, so please take what resonates. Just make this fit your situation if it's less than that. With this person. So they feel like that, you know, they've had bank accounts in each other's names that they share right now, houses and cars, and, you know, different stock and bonds. Some of them even own real estate together. Okay, so they feel like they're heavily invested, and even though they're bored with the relationship, because they recognize and realize divine masculine is not studying her at all, not even looking in that direction. Yeah, he is completely enamored and in awe with divine feminine. He's thinking about divine feminine, and we'll get into his energy in just a moment after we just get some more information about the karmic. The karmic is just like sad because she's trying everything, throwing all this love magic, lovecraft, witchcraft, hoodoo, voodoo at, you know, divine masculine, and he's, you know, not budging. Okay, and then some of the divine masculines are just confused right now because they are being hit with all this energy from the karmic, that they don't know where this is coming from. They're thinking that it's their thoughts. Okay, we got longing. Okay, this is divine masculine's energy. He is longing to be with divine feminine. He is longing to be home, to go home. He wants to be home. Okay, he's yearning. He's in wishful thinking. He's homesick. Divine masculine is really homesick. All right. And this is why Divine Femme, her guide stepped in and they're like, wait a second. Now, you didn't throw all this magic on the Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine hasn't budged. Stop throwing magic on him. Let him go. Stop trying to hold him hostage. Let's get another emotion, another feeling that Divine Masculine is having right now. Poor Divine Masculines. Oh my God. You guys are just really going through it because you got your own emotions already. And then you now have the karmic playing God and throwing mixed signals. One minute you hate her and the next minute you feel like you're in love with her. But then you're like, wait a second. I don't love her. I don't feel this way. Because Divine Masculine is awakening and he's rising above the low vibrational frequencies. And so he's able to now kind of throw that magic off, even though temporarily he's binded. You know, so it's like the magic is working, but it's not sticking. All right. So Divine Masculine is wishing to be free. He wants to fly like this little bird on his card. He is just basically wanting to just be liberated from this situation. He wants to be independent. Some of these Divine Masculines are not even sleeping with the karmic. They're sleeping alone. They may have same living quarters and sleep separate, or they may just sleep in separate houses, period, right now. Okay? But, yeah, he wants to be unburdened by this situation, okay? He wants this weight to be lifted off of his shoulder. Now, let's get to Divine Femme and how she's feeling. Oh, my God. What a reading. Okay, so Divine Feminine is like shocked as hell. She's like surprised. She's like, this is like a real shit show. Startled, astonished, shocked because her Divine Masculine is confused. One minute he wants to be with her and the next minute he's like pulling away and ghosting and not talking and not returning her text. And she's trying to figure out what in the hell happened. Like, where is your mental? Divine Feminine has been doing Reiki. She's been doing these shamanic healings. She's been getting herself together, working on her inner self, working on her shadow. And it just seems like for some reason Divine Masculine is, you know, remaining stuck. Well, the reason why he's remaining stuck is because Karmic thing over here has been throwing magic at his ass. She's been throwing magic, or he's been throwing magic at your Divine Masculine. Some of you Divine Feminines have been having dreams about the Karmic, okay? The Karmic throwing, you know, rituals on your Divine Masculine, and you can actually see her doing it. And then some of the Karmics have gotten bold and try to throw magic on the Divine Feminine, but they have been unable to because Divine Feminine is rising high. You are raising high. You're raising your vibration. You're just doing everything that you can do. But right now, you're feeling unworthy. You're feeling unloved. You're feeling ashamed. You feel like Divine Masculine doesn't love you. He's ashamed of you. He doesn't want to be with you. And I really feel like that's contrary to belief. Okay? That is contrary to belief. All right? All right, let's go ahead and get into tarot. Let's go ahead and do that, right? Again, since the Karmic wants to take the lead, we're going to go ahead and let the Karmic take the lead. And we're going to see what tarot has to say currently about this funky, low vibrational energy. And I really, you guys, I try not to do a lot of Karmic readings just because I'm going to be quite honest with you. It does fuck with my vibration. But Spirit told me that I have to get this information out because guess what? Jesus wasn't always giving those pretty messages, okay? He gave those messages that made some of them people hate him and even call him Beelzebub, which is Satan himself. All right? So I'm just saying, somebody got to do it, right? And this is what I signed up for. Spirit said, good, bad, right or wrong, you know, ugly and different. It doesn't matter. Somebody has to get these messages out here for the collective. And so why not me? Why not me? Everybody gonna have something to say, whether it's good or bad. So at this point, your girl gives no fucks. Okay, I'm getting these messages out, and I'm sure some Divine Feminists are gonna appreciate this because I'm gonna just confirm what you've already been knowing any ding dang on way, right? You've been knowing that the Karmic been throwing magic. You've been knowing all of this because, come on, your Divine Masculine goes from hot to cold, from cold to hot. All right, in 1 nanosecond. You can be talking to him for 2-3 hours long, and then the next day you don't hear from him, or the next couple of days you don't hear anything. It's complete silence. Your Divine Masculine went ghost. Come on, you know that's not normal, and you know you didn't do or say anything to make that happen, right? So I'm just shuffling this deck as I'm continuing to get these downloads from your guides. So Yeah, again, I'm only confirming what you already know to be true. What you already know to be true. Some of your divine masculine has gotten caught up. They've gotten caught up with the karmic. They've had rendezvous with the karmic in between the time of your separation. Yes, they rendezvoused with the karmic. The karmic lured them in, and then they started to feel that it wasn't really their true intentions. It's not what they wanted to do. Some of these karmics have used sex magic against your divine masculine, and that is what has got him hooked. And that's just for a select group for you. All right, we already had the first card for the karmic. Okay, Yamanya. We have this. Okay, so I am feeling like your karmic is connected with Yoruba. Okay, with your Orishas. And doing like Santeria or, some type of dark magic. Remember, deities could be good or bad. It just depends on who's invoking them and for what purposes they are invoking them for. So your person's karmic, which is also your karmic too, by the way, in case you didn't know. Okay, your divine masculine karmic is also your karmic because there is a soul contract between the three of you. But she is binding him, okay, using water element. Take what resonates. She may be doing baths, like love spell baths, and putting, the love spell in her bath, and she may be wearing it as cologne. Whatever she's doing it with water. I can also see like a alarm, or I think that's what they call them, witch doctors. I can see a witch doctor giving her something to wear, and also something to drink, like some type of tea to drink to keep the essence of your divine counterpart around. Jesus, you guys are just giving me all of this, man. The enslaved prisoner. Okay, so your divine masculine is feeling like a prisoner, okay, ready to break out of camp like at any time, right? I feel like he's like shucking and jiving. Back in the slavery days, they call it shucking and jiving when the master would say something to the slave and the slave would be like, oh yes, master, whatever you say, master, but really knowing that internally that the slave was not about to do a ding dang on thing that the master asked him to do, or that the slave was not happy about what the master asked him, but he pretended to be, or she pretended to be. That's called shucking and jiving. So your divine masculine is shucking and jiving. He is in prison, ready to bust loose, or her. Please take what resonates. We got the Four of Water. So your divine counterpart is awakening again. This is the Four of Cups. He's not looking at anything that the karmic is offering him. Remember, the Four of Cups is not looking at the three cups behind, but only that one cup, and that one cup is you. Again, this also signify that person is done. Okay, they are done. They are above this relationship. They are rising above this relationship. They outgrown the relationship. The soul contract is over. And so your person now is just stuck on a karmic loop just because they haven't truly transcended their vices, right? You have the earth element. So this person is also very slow in moving and leaving this situation. Not because they're dumb. Not because they can't see and they're blind. Not because they're not man enough to stand up. Because they know that they still have some things that they need to personally heal within, right? They cannot come back until they are fully evolved, all right? And I'm not saying all the way evolved to the point of ascension into where, they're in complete enlightenment and they're some type of yogi. No, but I'm talking about evolved enough to where if the karmic comes back and she does the same BS or he does the same BS, they're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe anymore. Okay, if you guys ever watch Beverly Hills with Eddie Murphy, you'll get what I'm saying. All right, so with that being said, now your divine counterpart is feeling like an outcast. Like they don't belong. And in all essence of the word, they don't. Your divine counterpart does not belong there. All right, and so they are feeling like an outcast. Let's see how divine feminine is feeling. Okay, we already got the feelings of your divine counterpart, and we also got the feeling of your karmic. Okay, and I'm saying your karmic because you guys share that same karmic. Even though they're dealing with that karmic, you still have that soul contract that karmic will come in and teach this person lessons and help them to grow and heal. That is the purpose of karmics. Karmics are not bad. When you look at them as being bad, that keeps your partner on a karmic loop and keeps them stuck. And I am here to help you change the game, like I did for me and my man. Okay, I never looked at his karmic as being a karmic or a bad person. I sent her love and light. I sent her healing. I told her I loved her. I thanked her almost every time I can think of me and him not being together. I thanked her. I said, thank you so much for honoring this contract. I know you're doing a good job. Please just don't kill him. And keep him mentally sane when he comes back to me. That's all I used to say. Just please don't mess with his mind to where he's like insane. Just keep him mentally sane. Just keep doing what you have in the contract to do, what we all three agreed with. And I love you and I thank you. And these were what I would say, because this is what my angels told me to say. And I was like, at first when I was doing it, I'm like, damn, this sounds crazy. Angels, are y'all serious? But these are the same angels that spoke with me ever since I was a baby. So I had no reason to, defy them now. Right? So I listened. And me and my baby are married. We are in union. And we have been for quite some time now. So please take my advice. Divine Femme, you're in a 6 of air. So you are just sick and tired of the BS. You're cutting out all of the things that no longer serve you. Even some of the things that Divine Masculine have been telling you. You are not falling for the phony baloney. No. You're about action. So you're moving away, in a sense, from words. You're moving away from what your Divine Masculine is telling you. And now, you're expecting your Divine Masculine to put his money where his mouth is. Alright, I hear you. But I want to see it. Because seeing is believing. And I want to hear what you say. I want to know what you say. Now you have Yansa. You have Yansa because Divine Feminine, this is you and your energy and your element. You are unfuckwithable. Your guides are serious about you, even to the point where they're stepping in and they're checking the karmics guides, like, yo, what's up? Like, I can hear them. This is what they're saying, like, yo, what's up? Like, why you violating? Why you continuing letting this girl throw in binding spells on this boy? And you see that he does not want this. He's fighting this. Okay, this is a violation of free will. Because you constantly keep throwing this magic at him and it's not even working. Because he's raising his vibration and it's breaking anyway. But in the meantime, in between time, you're leaving this man in turmoil for no reason. For lessons that have already been learned. It's time for you guys to honor this contract and let go of Divine Masculine. And your energy, you're just basically standing pretty big. Queen that you are on your throne. Okay, and you don't need Divine Masculine to adjust your crown. Alright, you're adjusting. Hold on one second, y'all. You're adjusting your own crown. Okay, you are so pure. Ace of Air. Alright, setting boundaries, rising above the BS, the malarkey, the fakeness. Okay, because you know that all of this is fake. This is not real. All of this is just an illusion to distract you, to knock you off your grind, and your guides are not going for that. Divine Feminine, you have some highly evolved guides, spiritual guides. My husband taught me that they could be called origami in Yoruba, since I'm using a Yoruba deck, or they could be called Era Atomi. So that's what spirit guides are called in Yoruba language. For those of you that are close to the Orishas or in Santeria and you want to know what they're called in Yoruba, the original language of the Orishas, that's what it is. I just dropped some knowledge for y'all. Just dropped some gems. For those of you that show me love and love me, in the description box in the comment section, just drop some gems. Okay? Drop a diamond. Drop, a heart. Just drop some gems, y'all. Just show your girl some love. Alright, back to the reading. We got 5 of fire. So, yeah, this is the constant battle between Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine in the Karmic. Okay, the love triangle. This is the constant battle on the outside. Right? But this also signifies something that's even a little bit more deeper than I'm about to drop knowledge on you. This is also the battle in the heavens between your spirit guides Okay, divine feminine and the karmic spirit guides. Yeah, they are literally fighting over you. All right, they are like in each other's face, like, yeah, yeah, you ain't gonna keep on doing divine fem like that. I'm just saying, that's what I'm hearing, y'all. Remember, I'm channeling. They are really serious. So we got the air element. So we got the earth element. We got the air element. So there's also some smoke, some candle work that this karmic is doing, lighting candles, doing seances and chants and incense. Yes, she's doing whatever she can at all costs to kind of like stop this union for evolving. But guess what? We got the two of air. What is meant to be is going to be. All right? Divine masculine is making a decision to come together with you. This is what is signified with the two swans. To come together. Okay? This is the needing to come together. The two becoming one. The two of air is that he's thinking about you. You're in his thoughts. Communication. And when I say communication, I ain't talking about that BS where he's running. One day he's scared. And then, for some reason he got jolted a big old ball of courage. No. Okay? I am talking about he is about to come in with some real hardcore communication. And it is about to change your situation for your separation. All right, let's go ahead and get a couple of more cards, and then we'll go ahead and move in how divine masculine and divine feminine are mirroring each other. Let's go ahead and move the karmic out of the way. Spirit, what else needs to be said? All right, so we got the guardian angel. You got the temperance. So here it is. Not only do you have your spirit team, all right, divine femme, your spiritual guides that are assisting and helping, you also got angels in the higher realms that is helping to bring balance to the situation, all right, to even the score and to just settle the differences on a higher note, all right, and from a higher perspective, because you guys have been looking at this in 3D, and yeah, it's time for us to look at this from a higher perspective and know that the battle is not yours alone. You have a whole spiritual team that's down for you. All right, willing to get their elbows dirty. They're willing to put in the work. That's what I'm hearing. They're willing to do whatever they have to do at all costs, even to fight against the karmic's guides, which are not as evolved as your guides. And then you have your last card. All right. So this is Oshola. This is Oshola. And Oshola has a lot to say. All right, Oshola. I had to read on this. Something told me to read it, and I'm so glad that I did. This is Jesus in the Orisha pantheon. And so this is also, he can also be called a Bashala. But what I was going to say, this also represents, if you see the great divide between him while he's walking on the sand, this represents his higher and his lower self. And if you look at the front part, this is when he was younger, just represents baby Jesus. And if you look at the back, this is when he was older, like the Ancient of Days that is referred to in the Bible. But this represents our higher and our lower selves. And both of them are very important, very vital. And this is a call for forgiveness, divine feminine. You need to forgive your divine masculine, and your divine masculine also needs to forgive himself for this situation and move forward in his righteousness, because this is like a clean slate that has been given to him. He has been wiped clean, and this is the reason why he's wearing white. That white symbolizes something. When I seen the card energetically, I felt like there was something that I needed to say about this card that I wasn't going to get from channeling, that I needed to get directly from the book, and I got from a download to look in the book. And so therefore I came back with this information to give to you, because I feel like it has so much significance to everything. Last but certainly not least, this card, just by looking at this card, is a reminder for you, divine feminine and divine masculine, of your divine protection, that you are protected. You are rising above the malarkey. You are rising above all the lies, all the manipulation, all of the things that the karmic has done in order to keep you anchored and to keep you stuck, right? All right, so that's the last card from this Orisha deck. Let's get into how you guys are mirroring each other. And I will also do an extended version for those of you that are interested. I will and I shall. because I feel like there is something more that needs to be said. If you guys are just doing just a regular readings and I offer an extended reading, trust me, if I'm offering you an extended reading, it's because you need to listen to the extended version as well. Not that I care whether you do it or not. I mean, it's up to you, but why cut your nose off to spite your face and only get half the information when there's other information that is at a fraction of a cost from if you were to get a regular reading, right? This is how we grow, and I'm going to be honest with you. If you want to know another reason why I'm in union with my baby, is because I purchased, when I went to psychics and I was doing those readings and stuff, even though I was a reader, I purchased the extended reading if it resonated. So if it resonates with you, what you waiting for? All right, let's go ahead and get to how you guys are marrying each other. That's so important. Got your spirit guides fighting and stuff. Divine masculine spirit guides, I'm hearing, is the only spirit guides that have not got into this mess with any of the spirit guides. They are just like, you know what? This is some foolishness here, and we don't have anything to do with none of this. Divine masculine is going to take care of it himself. And that's another thing. That Ashala or Abachala represents a magistrate, or, you know, a leader or a father, someone who is in a position to have a position of power. Okay? So divine masculine is in a position of power. He's moving from a position of power. And he's moving from a higher realm, right? He knows. He's finding out who he is. He may not have all his stuff completely together, but he's rising to the occasion. And that's all that matters, right? He's longing. He's yearning to be home with divine femme. So I feel like a lot of them are prioritizing their life in such a way to where it can happen. Okay, you guys are marrying each other because of objectivity. You guys are being objective to one another. Stop objecting one another. This is what's keeping you guys from union. Don't you love these cards? And look, this is not even the extended version. The extended version is going to even be better than this. This is what's blocking your union. You need to know this, because if you know better, you do better, right? What is another thing, spirit, that divine feminine and divine masculine are marrying? Both of y'all want him to be set free. Look at that. He wants to be free just as much as you want him to be free. So stop tripping, fall back. Let him do what he needs to do in order to get out of the situation, right? Because sometimes in our earnest effort, in our dubious efforts to try to do what is right, sometimes we can cause more harm. All right, and the last card is self-worth. Focus on you, boo. Focus on you, divine feminine. Know your worth. Know that all this is going to come together. You got 26 on this card. That's the number 8. That's the infinity sign. Y'all have always been together. You are inseparable. Okay? No karmic, no demon from hell, no reptilian, no draconian, no Lord entity can keep the two of you apart. This is meant to be, baby. And I have come to the conclusion of your beautiful reading. If you want to join me on the other side for $11.11, let's go there and see how all this unfolds. And let's see how you can overcome these blocks, how you can be in alignment with you and your divine counterpart, and what you need to do on your end to bring this all together. Your spirit guides, they're doing their part, but trust me, there's still more work for you to do. You got your work cut out for you. This is not going to be easy, but it doesn't mean that it's not going to be worth it. It certainly is going to be worth it. All right. It is a good karma to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't done that already. Please don't forget to hit that like button. Put me all over social media. Paste me there. Copy, paste me. Do whatever you got to do to get this out. All right. There's more people there out there in the collective that need to see this video as well. And that's part of your good karma. And if you purchase something from my wish list, trust me, it will appear on the channel. I now wrap you in my love, and I cloak you with the light of Christ consciousness. And so it is, everyone. Ashe.